The way we walk through our naturescape now is we go from our deck through our patio into our little garden space and then into our Zen garden right here. And I'll walk with you to show you what it looks like. And here we are. So this is our little Zen space. Now, a couple things I will point out. Number one, there is a stone base. This is really important so that you're not sitting on dirt, especially if it happens to rain or it gets kind of muddy out here. You're not sitting on any kind of mud or dirt, but you still get to be connected and earth and ground yourself. And then of course we have our beautiful little platform, and I just thought this was so cute with Buddha sitting on the bench. And so we have, a spot for nature elements that we can bring in. We have a spot to light some candles, and of course it's elevated off the ground. And it just looks really cute, especially as you're far away. So it has this kind of nice little cuteness to it that was important for us to have for our yard. And then you're sitting here and you're still close enough they can hear our water feature, which is right there. And we have the path leading up to it. And we get to enjoy our space. So a few things I wanted to make sure that I had in my Zen space. Number one was a platform that I could use to put a candle on and have anything else that I wanted to bring out, any kind of crystals or gems or even shells or anything like that that I wanted to bring out. And also it had to be elevated because we do have dogs, so I didn't want them just coming over and peeing on it or whatnot. So if you have animals, always consider that. But what we have here is basically this is a bench table. So this is an actual planter, but it's shaped like a cute little wrought iron bench. And so we found this, we painted it orange with just standard spray paint from Home Depot. We bought ourselves a little Buddha, and we put this is a plastic lotus flower, but it's just gonna sit there. And then I also just wanted to bring in, so we have some gemstones, some extra platforms that we can use to just hold some candles, and then just a little bit of nature and whatnot. We do have on the side, we have this really cool little tray, which are basically, we use them as sort of wishing stones. And so you just kind of take one out, you can hold on to it and just kind of feel it in your hand. It's really good for mindfulness and kind of gets your brain wrapped around thinking as a, sort of in the moment as mindfulness, opposed to kind of anything that's happening throughout your day or your life, and kind of get you out of your head and into your motor skills. So into feeling it and the weight of it and the texture of it, and get your mind thinking about that and out of any kind of stress and anxiety, so you can really zen out and enjoy your Zen space. The other elements that I did want to bring in, number one, we have a water feature over here. And the water feature was important to me because I really love the sound. It helps me kind of get into that relaxing space. I did buy a chime, which sounded beautiful, but it interfered with the water sound. So if you're going to bring anything into your environment, make sure it doesn't interfere with itself. And I'll show you. So the top three things I would say when you're making your own Zen space is, number one, think of the elements that you're going to have there. You want it to be functional, and you don't want to have to bring things in constantly, or you don't want to have to pull things out from your home or your shed or your other spaces to make it work for you. The whole idea with the meditation space, especially a Zen space outside, is that it's something you can just walk into and sit down, start to feel tranquil and relaxed, and then just meditate. Number two is location. Where are you going to place this? For me, I wanted to have mine in the sun. So I'm standing in the shade, but my meditation space is right here, and I wanted to have it in the sun so that I can feel that warm, beautiful sun when I'm meditating. So I'm going to be doing this in the morning, so I definitely wanted to make sure that it was in a spot that I could do morning meditation in. Number three, make sure the elements are going to work for you. You don't want to have to rearrange things, constantly clean them up, bring stuff out like I mentioned, or have distractions. So if you're going to have chimes, make sure they're chimes that are really peaceful and relaxing and tranquil for you. Don't just buy stuff because it looks pretty. Now, I know mine is super simple, but that's exactly how I wanted it. I started bringing out some stuff
from our home, and I started buying stuff at stores, and I literally brought about half of it back. So just when you start to kind of do it, make sure you start simple. You can always add to it later, but you don't want it to feel cluttered or messy. Even simplicity can be super, super beautiful. Is make sure it's weatherproof. So anything you're going to be putting outside, think about the time zone you're going to be meditating in. So realistically, I'm probably not going to be out here in the middle of winter meditating outside. I'm going to use my space inside for that. But I'm going to be out here mostly spring, summer, and early fall. So whatever I have out here has to still be able to be rained on, have to be able to have, some kind of wind expectation, so it's not going to just blow away and up in the neighbor's yard. So keep that in mind wherever you are geographically. What kind of temperature and weather elements will your stuff have to withstand? And then of course, just have fun with it, because this is your meditation space. This is a space for you to really kind of sit down, get into the moment, and then just become as tranquil as you possibly can. So I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope that you create your own meditation space and enjoy it for years to come. Thanks.